What is up, my loves? It is me, TANISHiA, and I am back with another video. Hey, girl. Hey. As we know, summertime is coming. We still want to wear our wigs, but we want something that is also cute and able to be manipulated in many, many ways, which is putting it in a ponytail because, as we can see, this weather is unpredictable and it's probably going to get really hot. And for my 360 ladies that don't like all that lace in the back, don't worry, I have something for you. We are doing a 360 wig today. This will be Luvme Hair's Flexi-Fit Drawstring Cap wig. This is a silky straight wig. It is in the inch 22 and it is a 13x4. So I can get that out the way before I start showing you all the specs of this wig because I am really, really excited to show you guys about this one. And we already know if you ain't got the purple box, you ain't doing it right. Okay? Clock that T. So this is the wig straight out of the box. She is fully protected, as you can see here. I just, whoop, that fell. But this is the wig straight out of the box. This is how she will come with the hairnet, with all the papers, belts, and whistles inside. She has already come pre-cut for us. So that is the first spec of this wig, pre-cut. The lace is already HD'd as well. So when we were talking about what lace, this is what we're talking about with the HD cap. Now, if you are a little bit darker than me, I'm kind of the red color. If you are slightly darker or a lot more darker, you will need a little bit of makeup. But before you put the makeup on, see what she looks like after she melts, because sometimes after the melt is laid, if that's what you decide to do, but this wig is glueless, so if you don't want to melt her, you don't have to. We're going to be checking that out as well, how it works without having to melt her down. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. This wig is already pre-bleached and pre-plucked. If you want to go ahead and bleach a little bit more, because you can see those little dark knots are in there just a little bit, not too much though, but you can go in there and bleach some more if you want. You don't have to. I'm not going to, and we're going to see how this wig turns out. Again, this is a 13x4, so we don't have a lot of parting space to play with, just a little bit. But as you can see as well, she is a little pre-bleached. If you see those little light spots right in here, those are what it looks like when it is pre-bleached. So if you want to go in and do a double bleaching, you can. So inside of the cap, we do have 3 combs, 2 combs on the side, 1 on the bottom. This cap is a little bit stretchy, but when we are talking about the 360 drawstring, this is the star of the show right here. This is the new drawstring that they have. This is a version of the invisible drawstring, but this drawstring is a lot more firm than the elastic or plastic or silicone, whatever kind of drawstring is in the other ones, the clear one. This one holds a little bit more. It will help it last a little bit longer. And you can slide this down to tighten the cap like this so that it is stretchy and it is fitting. All the good things that we need to make sure our wig is staying on. You do have, let me stretch it back out. Whew. You do have a little bit of silicone around that area so that it does not slip and slide on your head after you have pulled your drawstring on. So we're going to put this on, check it out, see what it is going for, because the girls are looking for something more sturdy. So, and the good thing about it is there's no lace back here, so you don't have to worry about trying to hide a lace. It's just this. And we're going to see how this ends up looking, or I say this part ends up looking after we have put it on and wanting to put it into a pull-up ponytail, whatever. I'm thinking about styling this wig. I don't know yet. We're going to see how it goes once we get her on our head. So first things first, we always know we go in with our handy dandy wig cap when we have something like this going on. Make sure that your wig cap is blending closely, if not a shade darker than the color of your skin. Do not go lighter because you will be able to see that cap, and we do not want to see the cap under this wig here. The whole purpose of this wig is to look natural on our heads. That's the whole purpose of lace, period. If you can see the wig cap, what was the purpose of ever putting it on in the first place? Me, I like my wigs to look natural. I don't like a real extreme shiny wig, because if I wanted a wig that looked shiny and plasticky, I just would have went to the hair store and just got a synthetic wig. Yeah, so me, if you are new to this channel, I do kind of like try to specialize in making the wig look more realistic, more natural, like real hair, because that's what we're paying all that money for. If you can't achieve it, weave it. And if you're going to weave it, make it look like yours. A little side note, Luvme Hair does provide a little bit of wig tape. I don't know if I'm going to use these in the video. I might. But if you are a girly who does not want to glue your wig to your head, wig tape. Wig tape was in my box. It may be in yours when you order this wig. Can't make no promises because I don't work there. So just know that this may be available. If it is not available in your box, it is definitely available on the website. Grab you some wig tape. We are looking down because I want you to see something. Before I start to put this on my head, I want to make sure that no hairs are laying up under my lace before I put it on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hot comb that's on 450, and I'm going to take a little bit of my silkening mist, and I'm going to spray my silkening mist on my wig to push these flyaways back. You can do this step. You don't have to. It probably will be easier to do it on a mannequin head if you are new to doing wigs. If you are not new to doing wigs, you already know what time it is. But we're just going to take the hairs that are in the front and push them backwards so that they are not in the way, because you don't want any hair laying between your skin and the lace, because that sometimes can make your hair look really unrealistic. And I'm doing it on my head because on my hand, because majority of the time when I'm trying to flat iron on my head, when I'm doing these videos, I burn myself. And I'd be tired of walking around with burn marks on my forehead. Y'all just don't understand how long it takes for that to heal, especially when you have to put makeup on and do all this kind of extra stuff. So yeah, I'm doing it on my hand. I'd rather burn my hand than my head, walking around with a big mark on my forehead like a birthmark. Not today. Not doing that today. So yeah, I'm just going to push this back, keep doing that all the way around the 13 portion or 13 part of this wig. For those who don't know anything about wigs, when they are telling you that a wig is 13 by 4 or 13 by 6, 9 times out of 10, the 13 part is the part that goes across your forehead from ear to ear. The 4, the 6, the 8, the 7, whatever part that is going from your forehead to the crown of your head, which is the parting space. So if you don't know or understand what that is, that's definitely what that means. If you didn't know, now you know, boo-boo. But yeah, so now that that is all pushed back, we are going to put this girl on. Forgot to mention earlier that it does come with a strap in the box. I am going to use the strap because I want extra security on my wig, because I will be tugging and pulling a little bit on the wig. So I am going to put that strap in there. The thing about this strap is it is removable. So for the girls who like straps, you got one. And for the ones that don't, you can take it out. A win is a win over here. Luvme Hair thinks of everything for everybody. They just make life simpler when it comes to the wigs. So I'm going to adjust this before I actually put her on. Might want to put her in the middle. So now what we want to do is flip our wig inside out so that it is easier to put on. Make sure everything is where it needs to be, especially this lace part. Make sure you flip that lace part out. It's easier to do it that way than try to pull it from up under there, and then all the hairs are starting to get back up under there. You have to do a whole lot of extra work. We want to work smarter, not harder. So make sure that it is flipped all the way out. We're going to make sure our band is in the back of our heads. For the people who have hair and you have braids or something, make sure that band is going up under there. If you don't, make sure it is sitting on the nape of your head for extra security. Then we're going to pull that back just like that. Flip it up. Now you see how my wig is already sitting? Now I can just pull it up just like this. I don't have to do any extra pulling. I don't have to do any extra tugging. I pull it to where I feel like it is comfortable, where I feel like my forehead is not looking all big, but it does look realistic at the same time. All of that. So now my wig is on. And for the girls who like to ask, what is the density of this wig? I do believe that this density, the way it feels, is a 180. So you're not getting too full, but you're not getting thin either. This is 180 is the most natural density when it comes to wigs. But get into how this is looking up top. How it is looking, as you can see, it is glueless. How it is looking around my ears. Now, if yours is doing this, is sitting on top of your ear, you can cut around it to kind of separate it a little bit, or you could just push it up. And when you get your skin tape, tape it down to your ear so that, tape it down to the temple part of your hair so that it is laying down a little bit better. Same thing on this side. If it's uncomfortable, push it up a little bit and you can tape it down. But all in all, for this wig to be a 360 wig, it is very comfortable. I'm going to pin this up so I can show you guys how to do the drawstring, because the drawstring part is another step. So as a matter of fact, we're going to pull this comb out. Just pull this comb out for right now until we pull it up in a ponytail. So let me do that real quick. Pull it up, pin it up so we can get to the back of this wig. Okay, the wig is up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this drawstring that's in the back of here. And we're going to pull it until it is comfortable for us. Just like this. So now my wig is, it feels like it's kind of tucked. I can't see back there, but y'all can see it. So y'all get the gist. It feels like it's kind of tucked. So then you're going to take this portion of it. You're going to tuck it up under here. Use your combs to help hold it. I'm going to slide it between my combs like this so that it doesn't come out and under my cap. And then I'm going to stick my comb in there so that it is holding on for dear life. So this is how it should look, or feel. You can't feel it. So this is how it should look in the back so far. Just like this. For my gym baddies, the way this feels on my head, if you are a girly who goes to the gym often, this is definitely one. This wig ain't sliding, ain't moving. I promise you guys, I have not glued it down at all. This wig is not moving. It's not moving one bit. I do think I want to do a little pin up. Nothing too extreme. just a little style just to show you guys how cute it is. I'm gonna go ahead, and this is my first time using wig tape, so hopefully I do this right. Trial and error. So I see that it is separated with little bitty grooves. I don't know why my camera isn't focusing on me, but I do see that it does have these little grooves. It is separated by little tabs. So we get about 8 to use. I'm only going to use about 2, maybe 4. So I want to make sure this stays down when I pull it up. And I do have on makeup, so I don't know how this is going to stick. Again, trial and error, guys. Trial and error. I mess it up, so you don't have to. So I'm going to gauge kind of where I want it to lay. As a matter of fact, I'm going to stick it on the lace first. So I'm going to stick it on this part of my lace. If it sticks. Then pull that little blue tab off. Huh. Okay. She said no. No, ma'am. One more. Okay, so I'm just going to stick it to my skin. Because. Alright, stick it right here. Pull the little blue tab off. See what happened when I tried new stuff? This. Okay, we're going to do this one more time. One more time. Because apparently the white part comes off easier than the blue. All right, so dang, where'd it go? Where it went. This is where it went. Okay. See, y'all be thinking y'all be the only ones having trouble. You're not. All right, stick that tape there. Make sure the hair is out of the way. Stick that lace on. Press, press, press to hold it down. Just like that. I will say, this lace is giving. It's giving natural. I like that. That's always a plus for me. All right. So it is stuck down with the tape. I may have to put another little piece on to the bottom part to stick to my face. If I had done this with a clean face, a face without makeup, it probably would stick a whole lot better. But because I stuck it on my makeup, because I don't want to wipe it off, and maybe why it's lifting a little bit. So make sure if you are using the skin tape, stick it to clean skin, clean, dried, all of that skin, and then it should hold for a little minute. I don't know if it's sweat proof. I don't know about all of that. So there's your answers to that before they come in the comments. Don't know if it's sweat proof. Don't know if it'll come off when you sweat. But I do know it probably will stick 10 times better if you do it without makeup and without your skin being wet at all. Guys, I'm just going to say, forget it. I don't feel like dealing with the skin tape. It kept coming off. Use dry skin. Use dry skin. But as you can see with this wig, this is a silky straight wig. It does have a few crimps and crinkles in it because it was in the box. But this is how it looks straight out of the box. No products, no anything on there. This is what it's given. This is a 22-inch. So if you are 5'4", like me, this is where your wig will hit for a 22-inch. Pull my shirt down just a little razzle dazzle so you can see the top of my hips start up here. So that's where it lays as far as the length goes. This is a 22. Going to the gym, you're putting it into a ponytail. Make sure that the tabs are laying down. You could pull that down after you put it in a ponytail. So I'm just going to put it in a ponytail right now. As a matter of fact, I want to put it high. If you are going to the gym, this is what, I'm probably going to cut this off. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm probably in like 0.5 seconds going to cut this off if it keeps pissing me off. No, I'm just playing. But I probably will cut my ear tabs off for the simple fact that you have enough room to do so. So this is what it looks like if you put it into a ponytail, high bun. It's not perfect. It's something that I just threw up here just to give a demonstration. But yeah. So if you want to pull your hair up, this is what it'll look like. Put your headband on. Keep it moving. These little flaps, you can hold it down with some glue or something. But it still doesn't stop the fact that this wig is glueless. Now, I will say this. For my liking, I probably will bleach these knots for about 20 more minutes. I probably would, because the knots do show on this wig. It's not bleached like a whole lot. And it's probably just to be on the safe side to protect your wig for it to last a little bit longer. So for me, I would bleach these knots a little bit more. But if you don't want to bleach these knots, unless somebody is all up and close and personal like I am to this camera, you probably don't have to worry about having to do that at all. So just keep that in mind. Y'all know I give y'all the real over here. Got to be honest about it. The wig is great. The wig is fire, to be honest. The wig is really, really good. But nothing's perfect in life. Not me, not you, not this wig. Not any wig. You got to put a little TLC to get it how you want it to be. Catch that. Catch it. Catch it. Okay, so here is where I have sectioned off where I want to cut that little piece off that's around my ear. So I'm going to go in and do that. And then I'm going to show y'all how it looks when it comes back, because I cannot do that on the camera and I do not want to destroy my wig. Okay, so I have split it right there with these two. And now I'm going to go behind my ear. Ooh, God, y'all pray for me. Fingers crossed. Use my fingers as a guide. There we go. Now, that'll lay down a little bit better without destroying the integrity of my wig. I'm finna go do the other side off camera. I ain't fighting with this one. I ain't fighting with this one. So I'm finna do the other side off camera. And then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, my lovely, so this is my final look. I did go ahead and style it so you can see how it looks in an updo. If you decided that you want to pull her up, I didn't do anything fancy, something quick and easy. Just pull her up in a ponytail, do a few bangs, and she is still glueless. So, all in all, my rating for this wig, I'll say would be an 8 out of 10. 1 point was lost because of the ear tabs. The second point was lost because of the knots. But as you can see, when we get it done, the knots are not that bad. So I'll give it 8.5 out of 10, which is still not a bad rating because even with her being glueless, I'm shaking my head. She ain't going nowhere. So again, this is Luvme Hair's PreMax Wig Flexi-Fit Invisible Drawstring Cap Silky Straight Glueless Frontal Wig. This is a 13x4. This wig was indeed a 22-inch. And it is good. It is good. So to get this wig, make sure you go down to my description box. Right down here where it says more, click that button. A whole box will drop down. The links, the descriptions, everything, all the information to this wig will be in that box down there. And don't forget the coupon code. You do not want to forget that coupon code at all. Do not forget it. Use that coupon code to get 32% off of this wig because this is a PreMax wig, which is great. I'll say try the one that says TANISHiA first to get 32% off with this being a PreMax wig. Okay? All right. So that's it. That's all. I'm finna go be cute in my wig today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.